Welcome back, everyone. Today, Alex and I will be discussing how to explore career gaps with candidates in your first interaction. Let's get into it. Alex, can you start by sharing why this topic is important and what key points we should consider?
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. So I want to talk about career gaps because they're just such a foundational concept in how we think about recruiting. So a career gap we define as the space between where a candidate is today and where they want to be in the future. And we can think of this as basically their motivation. Why are they there? What's their why? And then our major question is, can our role bridge the career gap? Is there opportunity going to help this candidate get from where they are to where they want to go? Does that make sense?
Absolutely, Alex. So it's about identifying the candidate's motivation and understanding if the role we're offering can help them bridge that gap. It's about aligning their aspirations with what we can offer. To kick things off, what are some effective strategies or questions that you think are important when exploring these career gaps with candidates right off the bat?
Yeah. So let's say it's your first time talking to a candidate and somebody else hasn't explored that candidate's career gap on their behalf. So basically, maybe they applied for a job or maybe you're talking to a referral. How do you make the most out of that first conversation? What I would recommend is just asking the candidate, actually the pleasantries and taking over. Start with, so what's got you in the market? What's got you considering making a move? And then the candidate's going to say something like, maybe I'm frustrated in my current role because I don't feel like I'm being fairly compensated. Or maybe they say, I'm looking for growth opportunities. Gosh, I could tell so many stories, and we'll have to tell stories about this someday in the future. But what we used to do is go, okay, that's good enough. But the reality is that's not enough detail. What we want to do is we want to dive deeper with the candidate. We don't yet have a career gap. We don't yet have an opportunity we can bridge just by knowing that they don't feel like they're fairly compensated or they're looking for growth.
Got it, Alex. Starting with the basics and then really digging deeper is key. Instead of taking the initial answer at face value, we need to probe further to get a clearer picture of their true motivations and aspirations. If a candidate says they're looking for growth opportunities, we might follow up with questions like, can you tell me more about what growth looks like for you, or what specific skills or experiences are you hoping to develop in your next role? This way, we can get a better sense of their career gap and see if our opportunity aligns with their goals. Would you agree that it's not just about identifying their dissatisfaction, but understanding their vision for the future? What other follow-up questions do you think are essential in this process?
I think that really the skill is you nailed it from a structural point of view in terms of asking follow-up questions to get more details. But really what it's about when you find yourself getting really effective connecting with candidates is when you're able to get the candidate to connect with the emotions of their vision, the emotion of maybe why growth matters. That way, it really makes it real for the candidate on a whole nother level. When we say something, somehow it becomes more real for us.
Absolutely, Alex. So it's not just about the logical reasons behind their career gap, but also tapping into the emotional aspects of their motivations, helping them articulate why growth matters to them or why they feel frustrated can make their aspirations feel more tangible and real. So, for example, if a candidate talks about wanting growth opportunities, we might ask something like, what would achieving those growth opportunities mean for you personally? Or how would it feel to be in a role where you can continue to develop and grow? This way, we're helping them connect on a deeper level with their own goals and motivations. Any other key points or strategies you think are crucial in these initial conversations?
No, I think we're nailing it. Thanks, Tyler.
Awesome, Alex. Thanks for sharing your insights. That's it for today's episode, folks. Remember, when exploring career gaps with candidates, dig deeper and tap into the emotional side. Thank you. Remember, when exploring career gaps, go beyond the surface to understand both the logical and emotional motivations of the candidate. Until next time.